Tumecrash. The Wi-Fi ended. So I didn't realize that the Wi-Fi ended. So mimi niliendelea tu na live. The live. Nimejiongelesha. We. Let me tell you, nimejiongelesha until my daughter akakuja kuniambia stima zimepotea. She was doing homework. So amekuja kwa gari akakuja kaniambia, stima zimepotea. I'm looking at her like, naangalia Wi-Fi. Na venye nimejiongelesha. Anyway, that was supposed to be for whoever they live. That was unashikianga tell it to the birds. That was for the birds. It was ikuwa zenyu. Na ni sawa tu pia hiyo ni sawa. Pia ni sawa. So what does society think? Or what does the society label as success? So in this society, you need to have what they call a prestigious career. Or you need to have my PhD. You need to have a degree. You need to have a nice house. Lazima uko unaishi huko Githirinji. And you need to have a car. That is what society thinks is success. Like, if you don't have a PhD, if you don't have a degree, if you don't have a prestigious career, the who's who, or if you don't have a house or a nice car, or even land, so you are labeled different. So if you are not bought land and built, you are not look like you are successful. But what is success really like? What actually is to be successful in this world? Like in the real sense. Okay? Success in this world means, or may look like, you following your heart, even when no one understands you. So ushai kwenda kwa hizi familia unasikia mtu akisema ati walikuwa wanataka akuwe polisi. Ati babake ni polisi, mamake ni polisi. Oni yale ile tuwe kama uthigari tari yage. Eyo tuno ya muri akiuga gutwe kama walimu. That is success. For you as an individual, that is success. You went your own way. I did it my way. So friends, they came and went. They all got their PhDs. They all... Jupiter in Aries. Pluto retrograde. Taurus season. Let's talk about me, baby. Let's talk about me. It's my birthday month. So, you following your heart, no matter what everybody's saying, that is success. Becoming one of a kind. Okay? Becoming the black sheep. Becoming the Joseph in the Bible. Becoming the Cain and the Abel, becoming the David and the Goliath, becoming the giant slayer, always going against. You are the hard boy who had Kegodha. Okay, you had the slingshot, but you always seeing the bigger picture. You have a slingshot, but you can slay Goliath. Unajua nyinyi hamjui kusoma Bible. You don't know how to read the Bible. You think that it was a story about Goliath, that thing. You don't know these are mentalities. Okay, these are allegories to. You have to understand what David means. David is not a name. It's not a name, it's a mentality. What is the meaning of the word David? Oh, I can't. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. Iyo nimenunua data, Wi-Fi imeenda off, so I cannot even Google. You Google on your side, muandike hapo kwa comments. Google the meaning of the name David. David is not a name. Google the meaning of the name David. What does the name David mean in Hebrew? Google what does the name Goliath mean in Hebrew. Then check what you call the etymology of the words. Then you are going to understand that these are mentalities. Okay? So when you are following your own heart, that is success. When you are defying the odds, you are like, Ambieni king ni mimi napigana naye. Enda uambie king ni yule kijana na alishanga pale ni yeye ameamua kupigana hiyo. Enda uambie king ni mimi. That mentality, you're following your own heart. No one can understand you. They are calling you the heart's boy. They cannot understand your mind. You have a heart's boy's mind. They are too narrow-minded to see it. But you know you can overcome. That is success. The one who never graduated but you have the most sense. Watu wanakujanga kwako, wewe ndio unachinjianga watu mbuzi wa nyumbani, wanakuja patanisho kwako, wenye wako na madigrii wanasikizanga wewe. That is success. Success is not a car or a degree or a prestigious house or nice car or anything. Success is a family who loves you no matter what. Uende uchapwe na Bwana, you can always go back home and you are welcomed with open arms. Hawaanzi kukuuliza ati nao watoto merudi nao tutafanyia nini? No, the first thing they open the doors for you. You are welcome home. Love. Having a family that cares for you. That is success. Do you know how many people out here we cannot rely on family for anything? Anything. Anything. We cannot rely on your family for anything. Do you know what that means? Like right now, no matter what I need, I cannot rely on my father with whatever he has. Not even money. Anything. He cannot come through for advice. He cannot even come in to listen. Nothing. Do you know what that means? How you take things for granted? Having a family that loves you no matter what, that is success. That son, if shit hits the fan out there, you are always welcome to come home and try again. Come back home, son. Let's try again. Let's invest together. Let's see where you went wrong. Let's give you some more money. Let's see. Come back home, child. Come. How many children do you have? Come. You are my daughter. Bring the children home. Kesho tuamke kuwatafutia shule. I can no longer accept seeing you suffering like that. Anakuchapa, anakuvunja mkono. Come back home, child. Everything, forget the things hizo, wachana nazo. Wachana na mali. Daughter, you are home. The father is there to welcome you. Is this our daughter? Welcome home, child. Bring the children. We love you. Come to grandfather. Nidra kuleta musio nireta tona tutengera goko so come like home. Family. That is success. The success thinks that success is money and cars. PhDs, degrees, and careers. That's not success. Success is having a balanced nervous system. Nothing scares you. Ukosangi usingize, you are so balanced, you are so emotionally mature, everything is okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Do you know how many people have money they can't even sleep? Do you know how many people have nightmares at night? Analanga ameweka mguu mwisho wa kitanda ati ndio akigeuka anaamka. They can dare not sleep. The nightmares they have, they would rather stay awake, drugs, anything, casinos to keep them awake. They have shaken too many dirty hands. That's success. Atu unalanga unashuta mpaka asubuhi. You even skip your alarm. Ni usingizi. Kuna watu hawezi lala. That is success. Knowing who you are. Do you know who you are? Ama your identity is what we get from people. You don't even know who you are. So your identity lies on what people know you for. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know self. You don't even know what you like. You don't even know your gifts and talent. You don't even know why you are here. You don't even, some of the questions that I get, tell me who I am. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know what's on your mind. You can change your mind to kiongene. I can be talking to you on the phone. Your mind is getting dick. I can be talking to you sitting right in front of me. Your mind is in the gutter or whatever it is. So how dare me tell you who you are? Do you know who you are? Swali nyeti. Let's see what you are saying in the comments. Grateful to heart. David, beloved to boil. Netu yako iko sawa. Goliath uncovered. Splendid. Giant. Oh, you went to read the Bible. Good, good. Read the Bible the right way. Umeona David ni kusema nini? Do you check David? Why between my attentiveness in class demon has passed? Dance with the demons. You dance with your father. I dance with my father. Again, we dance with demons. Always done with the demons. The angels down here, they pretend to be too good, then they backstab you. See them backstabbing you. You'd rather dance with the angels. At least the demons, you know, this demon, nigeuka. So you are sensitive on the senses, eh? So it's a lot of things. These people, they don't play the game fair to you, so the game is very unfair for you. It's very rigged. The game is very rigged. Let me ask you a question. You know, I like fucking up your minds, okay? Just a little bit when you come down here. Ask yourself this. The people you call foreigners, the people you call foreigners, you know them, the people you call foreigners in quotes. How comes the people you call foreigners are living in the best places? Runda, Nyari, Nanyuki. How come the foreigners have the best shops? Indian shops. How comes the foreigners have the best of everything when it comes to cheapest rice in Italy, all those? So how comes the foreigner always has the best, while you, the one on the land, always seem to be shortchanged? Yet you are the one who votes. Waushaenda kuvote ukakuta wazungu kwa line ya wenyu kwa kivote. Niambie ni siku gani umeona uchaguzi wa Kenya wazungu wamepanga line wanavote? Niambie ni siku gani umeona line ya wahindi wakivote? Wacha hawa wako hapa nini? Hapa wanaenda kuvote MCA hapa nini? You get what I'm saying? Like, show me the voters really, like, who are voting from that side, you know? But they own the best corners, the best shops in town. Si duka za huko Dubois, atuongei maneno ya huko Nyaga Road. No, I'm talking about the best shops. Munazijua zile mnenanga window shopping. Ni akina nani wako kwa hizo duka? Siongei Kirinyaga Road. Kirinyaga tunajua ni Kamau na Demethio. Hao ndio wako huko. Huko kwa Sirius tunajua ni Njoki. Huko kwa Vifungo na Beats tunajua huko utapata Kamau na Karanja. But the front shops zenye ziko na vioo, ukiingia hizo duka unakuta Obani na Nukia Woody. Kuna tumutu ni two elephants. Very high spiritual people, to elephants. Kuna tumatawi. Saa 7 ikifika ameenda msikiti. Very Somali guy. Saa 7 ikifika anaenda msikiti. Yeye ndiye akona the best shop. Yeye ndiye akona the best foreign exchange shop. Ukitaka kubadilisha pesa, they have the best shop to change money. Wewe unaniambia wewe Mkikuyu uko kwa pesa, uko wapi kwa pesa na una bureau change yako, hauna dahabshiri yako, hauna any exchange of foreign exchange. So the question is, ni wapi mnachezwa? Kuna mahali mnachezwa game. You think you own the game, but you don't. You don't own the shops in town, the best shops. Atuongea huko Kirinyaga Road mnauza mauzi ya kushona nguo na material. Hapana, hizo sio duka. Naongea zile duka ziko na display, you know them. Front row shops. Mnazijua hizo duka. Nekanga nguo zingine zinajiita akina Manix. Nairobi Texwears. Acha hizo mkoja kunanunua material. You know what I'm talking about. Shops zenye zinakuanga kwa malls. You don't own those shops. The people who own those shops, they don't look like you. But mnasemanga ni foreigner, but they don't look like you. So ni wapi mnachezwa? You vote the most, yet you are the most divided. Ni wapi mnachezwa? Najua hujaifikiria hivyo. Hujaiona in that way. Si ndio hujaifikiria hivyo. Hujaijiuliza, by the way, kama sisi ndio wenye pesa, tunaambiwa Kikuyu ndio wako na pesa. How come si duka zote za nguo hizi area za Hilton si duka zetu? Ukiingia unasikia kengele ting ting, unasikia kuna nuka Woody, unasikia Babuji, welcome Babuji, we have the best material from UK. What suit would you like? MP wenyu wanaendanga huko kushonoa suti. Nyinyi mnashonanga suti za ngiriine. Hapa sasa unaona umejaribu sana. Rudhuri Avenue, tuduka tuko hapo. Sasa unashona suti ya wedding, unaona umeshona suti. Suti za elfu mamia zinashonwa duka zingine ziko huko town, wewe uzijui. Who owns those shops? Yet you claim you have the money. Mnachezwa maadi. Who owns Isli? Na mnasema ni wageni wa kukuja. Wewe na kitambulisho yako hauna duka. Ni wapi mnachezwa? Unaiona ama uioni? Auioni, si ndio? Auoni. Najua huwezi ona. Okay, Wakikuyu ndio wako na pesa, si ndio? You own the country, nyinyi ni wananchi, si ndio? How comes currency sio yenyu? How comes Nyeri ndio yenyu up to date? Ni Mount Kenya. How comes the best of the soils, Tigoni, the best of the soils, si zenyu? How comes si zenyu? How comes Laikipia siyo yenyu, ranches? How comes mpaka wenye wanalima ngano Narok si yenyu, Gikuyu si yenyu ngano? How comes? Ni wapi mnachezwa? Kuna mahali mnachezwa. Hamwezi ona hivyo, si ndio? Hamwezi ona hivyo. Sawa, Nairobi ni yenyu. Si ni yenyu? Nairobi ni yenyu. Sasa hii ndio mnashikana, mnachukua stalls, muweke spare parts. But hizo spare parts wenye wanawaletea wako Eastleigh kwa malls. Wakikuyu hamuna malls, hamjajenga malls. You have no malls. The biggest mall in Eastern of Africa iko Eastleigh. Imejengwa na nani? Wageni. Wageni ndio wamejenga. Sio nyinyi. Hapana, sio nyinyi. Ni wageni. Ni wapi mnachezwa? Amuoni? Stop thinking you have the money. Hapana, money tunajua venye pesa inakaa. We know how money looks. Every Somali woman has an iPhone. Nyinyi ni tutururu. Wanawake wote wa Kikuyu tururu. Wanakuwa wametushika hivi. Tavotie, Jerry, tavotie. Jerry, doko ine. Sasa hiyo kona ndoma hapa. Na marigo, na sisemi ni mbaya, but look at the women with the money. Unaenda kwa duka yake nunua shati na mwambia I want to go and change the money. Akwambia what is the rate today? Anaingiza mkono na hapa walia. Anatoa bunda ya 100,000. Anakuhesabia change ya 800,000. $800 akupea change. Anarudisha mkono na hapa. Unamwachia 40,000 tena hiyo pesa amekupea change, umenunua shati 10 anaweka na hapa. Kidogo kidogo Abdura anakuja na mpek. Ai hapana, kuna mahali mnachezwa. Kuna mahali mmechezwa. You have to see it. If you don't, you have to. You see, the women you think you even have money when you wako hapa Old Nation Building, hiyo barabara ukiingia hivyo. Old Nation Building. Kuna duka kadhaa hapo hawa wanauzanga vitu za masikio, nini, toys, mama amewekewa agrovet, akona ka bookshop, anashindanga amefungiwa kwa chuma. Chuma imefungwa hata onangi nje, ni kuchukua tu pesa na pay bill na tu CCTV tumeja. That is not money. Hiyo ni uoga. Pesa iko Eastleigh bana, mama amekaa hivyo, pesa, money. Hara, ki iPhone hapa 14 Pro, hata hana haja na iPhone, wewe katururu. Kuna mahali mmechezwa. Kuna mahali mmechezwa. That's not money. Na yule ako kwa mall, na si mall moja, unasikia Al-Ha Mall, Al-Gabatatan Mall, yung inaitwa Gubetagara Mall. Zimepanga line hivi. 12 streets zote ni malls. Na hoteli kubwa kubwa. Nyinyi mko tu na hoteli moja kubwa. Pale mnasimamanga mkienda Meru. Mkienda watu wa Meru wote kuna mahali na Chogoli wanasimamanga, na hapa mahali Sabindo wanaendanga. Sijui kunaitwa aje. Kuna mahali very famous. Hiyo ndio hoteli kubwa ya watu wa Meru ya barabarani. Ni Yohana Mall, ingine ni hiyo. Ukienda Nakuru, hamuna mall. Pale Viewpoint ndio umetengenezewa kama mahali ka kukula fast chicken na Sigona. Hakuna. Hiyo barabara yote from here unless hoteli ya Ng'ang'a na ikushika, hamuna hoteli, ni Kikopei tu mwenye mnakulanga punda. Hiyo ndio mall. From Nairobi to Nakuru, the only place you can stop as Kikuyu or anything to enjoy ni Kikopei tu mkule punda. Ama ingie Naivasha, Buffalo Mall, na hiyo ni mall, hata si yenyu. Hiyo ni just you get what I'm saying? You have to see it, unajua. You see, everything is so simple. Wacha kudanganywa mko na pesa, but in reality tukikaa chini you have nothing. Ukitaka kujua you have nothing, when someone of you kitumbai kifanyika kwake, nothing happens. You shoot one warrior alipigwa risasi hapo. Mwenye walipiga risasi na watu wengine hata wajulikani, wote walikunywa maji. Hiyo ni warning. You don't mess with the people with the money. Nyinyi hata MP wenyu akiuliwa hapa, hata kukiwa na CCTV, nothing. George Dhuo after 20 years ndio mna convict mtu kotini. You have no money. Watu wako na pesa ndio wanashughulikiangwa. Gathe. Niona munalia ati the tourists are being lifted. Wewe unayaliftiwa wekwe wapi? Dakaine Maimahio, tumekuya lift. Tunakutoa kwa matope tukuweke kwa matope ama wapi? Tunakuya lift, tunakupeleka wapi? Value. Stop hating on the government. You want the choppers to go and airlift watu wa hapa Maimahio waweke wapi? You cannot be airlifted. You can be mad walked. Value. Don't hate. You know, when you're spiritual, you look at the whole thing, whereby even if the government didn't come to rescue me, I would not even feel bad. What value are you doing to the government? But tourists, hiyo tu ni image. Kenyan tourists being rescued by chopper. They know millions of dollars are coming. Wewe unaongeza nini kwa serikali? Ni mkono tu nipe. Tunaomba serikali itujengee mahali. Yaani unabomokewa na nyumba, sasa ni serikali tena ikusaidie. Sasa serikali ingetumia tena mafuta ya chopper ikuje kusaidie. Si afadhali tutume Masai Mara. Value. Self-reflecting page. On this page, hakuna mtu escape. Don't think you come to my page at I'll side with you. Hapana. I am not going to say I'll side with no one. We come with flaming swords and tell it like it is. That is the only way you can change. Let there be light. What day did God create the light? Sasa yeye ni nini wewe sasa matarau? Huh? Stupid. Will you light up or not? Huh? You know I'm going to get a car with a whole inaitwa aje ile ya siringi yote ni light. Don't make buy a car because of light. Unajua naweza nunua gari juu ya light. So that I don't have to go to undergo this again. Naona shetani. Demonic attack. If there was a woman hapo ungekuwa umewaka, si ndio? Au unanifanya hivi juu niko peke yangu? Nonsense. Ukisikia mwanamke unawaka. Light for the female. Oh my God, I have to light up. Where? Wapi? So, yeah, starlights. Shout out to John. Starlights. Nani amesema starlights? Kariha. Yeah, starlights. Gari nafinya hapa inafunguka roof mpaka huko. So, yeah, so value. Eric go. Yes, value. Si kwa ubaya. We are not going to send the choppers. Juu tunakuya lift kwa matope. Tukuwekelea wapi? Hata una kwa kuenda. Tukuwekelea tena kwa matope. It's not making sense. It's not. Ndio maana hata wanapelekewa huduma huko. Tunajua hata fare ya kukuja Nairobi itakuwa ngumu. Si ati is about voting. Tunawahurumia, sasa watatoa fare wapi? Ya kukuja Nairobi. Ya. Sasa wacha tuwaletea ofisi ya karibu si ndio walipe tax but still bado gava bado inajifinya tu inapeleka. Haiku inataka kupeleka ofisi but sasa tufanye nini haki ya watu? Wapelekee tu ofisi. Tuwapelekea tu ofisi, wajaze death certificate pale, juu watatusumbua. Sasa watafika kaunti saa ngapi? Na hii mvua, watapita wapi kwanza? Hebu wapelekea ofisi pale. But tourists, the world is watching. How are they treating us there? Mulatto syndrome. All of them lifted Sekanai Gate, Masai Mara Gate. That is value. Tourists come, they bring us the dollars. When they bring us the dollars, naenda kwa duka ya Eric Ngoge ninunue nguo. So si afadhali hivyo Ngoge. I get the money, I come to your shop and I buy clothes, designer clothes. See what I'm saying? Hizi vitu ni sisi. I like Eric Omondi's nini sisi kwa sisi. He's still demonic. He doesn't know how to do it spiritually. But at least he has an idea. He's trying to show the people. Tujifanyie hizi vitu. Tusingoje mtoto apelekwe na maji ndio government ikuje tujenge. Wacha tushikane tujenge. Yana ajitolea kutengeneza bridge. Bado wanaume wa hiyo area wanamwambia ati tulipe tutengeneze bridge. Ni kama ni yana aranga na wabibi wao wakizaa watoto. Ni kama Omondi watoto wote ni yeye amezaa. Baada muone Eric Omondi amekuja na sisi wanaume tumejitolea tukate miti tutengeneze hii bridge. Wanataka bado kulipwa, bado wameweka mkono hivi. Na ni watoto wao, ni njoti zao zinabebangwa na mto. Self accountability. Self accountability. Self accountability. And we'll keep reincarnating. Carnation, canon knowledge. Over and over. Thousands of years mpaka ushike hiyo adabu ujue we. It ends and starts with me. Self accountability. It's about time I start taking accountability for myself and doing something about it. Na unaanza. I have a few minutes. We can have questions. So if you have any question, you can ask. Shout out to Eric Ngoge for liking the live. Ona kuna watu wawili wameshare. Wengine hawawezi. Self accountability. Gage nimeguzwa. Satan. Always entertain yourself. Never wait for the world to come and validate you. Okay? That is the power of being unique and original, the way you're supposed to be, aka your individuality, your spirituality. So, individuality is what is called spirituality. Spirituality is when you become aware for the first time out of the awareness, the spirit. Now you have your own way of seeing the world from the word single, soul, solo, a single person way of seeing the world, aka you make God possible. Without you, God is not possible. God is all possibilities. So God is experiencing his possibility through you. So when you fail, you are failing God. And God is one and the same as the devil. So you're supposed to maintain an equilibrium whereby God sees whatever you are doing it for God. You're not doing it for out of selfish ulterior motives. Okay, so you are doing it for a good reason. Whether it's an OnlyFans that you have, it's for a good reason. It's to change your fortunes and change your people's life. So it's of course, I'm gonna be the first one to subscribe. Nitakuja hapo. Nani huyu? OnlyFans. This is spiritual bitch. Nimesubscribe. Show us your pussy. This is for God. This is for a good cause. I can say my boys will come. This is not for demonic moves. You know what I'm saying? If you have a question, you can request also. You can take a guest. How many minutes? I have a few minutes to take a guest. Or a question. Sa mkiambiwa muulize question, amuulizi. Mkiambiwa murequest, amurequest. Ukiamua kufunza, munaanza kurequest. Munaanza kuuliza maswali. Though for some of you, it's still trauma. You have never felt beautiful in your life. Your mother never made you feel like you're something or anything, or your father. So you are the child who was more to be seen and not to be heard. So even as a grown-up, you have a blocked throat chakra. You can never open your throat chakra. But you're forgetting that closed mouths don't get fed. You have to open your throat chakra. You never know. Your ticket could be listening. Someone could listen to you, be like, I like how she speaks. Let me go to her DM. Closed mouths don't get fed. Open your throat chakra. It's Baal season, Torah season, throat chakra, bringing things down into existence. Can you interpret if you dream of someone's death while he's still alive, still alive? So you have to understand that the dream that you're having, the people that you see in your dreams, the people, places, and things, situations, and circumstances are all based on you, aka when you see your mother in your dream, you are not seeing your mother in your dream. You are seeing what your mother represents to you in your dream as a character, as a persona, persons, their surroundings, how they make you feel, their thoughts and feelings. So if you are dreaming of someone's death, but they're still alive, whatever they present to you is what is dying. What do they represent to you? So if that person represents hope, then in your dream, you are losing hope in something. Depending on what they present to you. Does that person represent hope, strength? Whatever that character represents, every character, it's a person, it's a persona. It's their aura, it's their thoughts and feelings. It's how they relate to you. It's their virtues and principles and what they mean to you. Whether these are your associates, your neighbors, your parents, all the way to your siblings, your cousins, the people you surround yourself, aka you call them your relatives, based on the law of relativity. You are related because of one character, one way of talking, one way of body language, one way of talking or speaking, all the way to a location. That makes them your relatives. Relative, you are related by relativity. Okay? Usifikiria ati imeenda very deep at, oh my God, wewe ni relative yangu. Yes, you are related because of something. Your mother fact, their father, their great-grandfather fact, their great-great-grandfather. That's the relation, relativity. That's how you came to be having their name in your family. Si ati ni kitu ingine. Ati God had nothing to do with that. Do you see how many Chinese girlfriends we have now in Thika? Tuliachiwa na wa China. Walikuja wakaacha mbegu. Hakuna msichana aliachwa na Chinese saizi virgin. Wote tumekula. Ukianza kuzaana one generation, next generation, the third generation, tumeswallow hiyo group, hiyo Chinese. Wakutanga mchana anakaa Chinese, hujui mbegu ilitoka wapi. You will not be here. 200 years, no one will remember you. 200 years, no one will remember Jengawa Muthaka. Okay, not me per se, because I have intellectual property rights. I mean, I am known. I have a channel. My channel will still be here 200 years, becoming whatever, in whatever state or form it will be, whether it will be formatted into, it's still an intellectual property right. I've opened my throat chakra. Okay, there are people who 200 years, no one will remember them. 100 years, 50 years down the line, hakuna mtu wakumbuka. And no one is stopping you from leaving a statue of yourself somewhere. Unaonanga inji unakuta watu wako na statue zao, presidents, others have names named after them. Look for your own intellectual property right. Copyright that shit. Become that Caroline Motuko. Become that Aziad. Become that Zarin. Become that who is watching. Become anyone who's watching. Become that. Let that become an intellectual property right that you are known for. Even when you're gone. Your great grandfathers watakuwa wanaangalia hivyo wanakumbuka hiyo jina kubwa. You only came up with a lip balm. It's a big thing. It's an intellectual property right. Wewe ni consumer. Lip balm hauna yako. Wewe kazi yako mbariki zimejaa huko. Sijaona msichana amejitolea kutengeneza mbariki, but coconut butter from Ghana. Oh my god, coconut butter. You know it's original from Ghana, coconut butter. Na hapo nyuma yako umetupiga hata uoni nini kwa nyuma yako hapo. Castor oil seed kimemea mbariki mpaka zinasharika nyuma yako. Huwezi ona intellectual property right yako. You can't see. Even if Jesus came and slapped you with his slippers, you can't see because you are so bent on the outside. Sasa mnangojea mzungu akuje achukue castor oil. Lishaenda saa hizi. Siuende na huku. Mtu tuandai castor oil is gone. They are farming castor oil. Ishafanywa ichukuliwe, ifanywe copyright. Itakuwa inaitwa Mbariki oil na itakuwa copyrighted. Ni mao ile itwali ito. Walichukua jina yetu. Walichukua ukiwa wapi? Nani ukataza ku-copyright jina Mbariki? Backwardness. Uturogera itimo ginyari. Up to when? Uturogera ira rigi negogira ira ciana ikona ciana stire hakaira umuthi o ciana ci AI. They are running technology AI. Riu nirio ira. You pay for your child's best education. Let your child be AI smart. That is the world we are going into. Wajiro horo ira soka. Iyo magic ya dust is done. You don't even know how to use it. Uragira ira ene kumaka ira ni urari hakana gonene kugate ira ni kugate. Wewe ira powder, the chalk, the magic behind it, you don't even know. Ira ni yesterday. Ira ni ira, yesterday. Negugira ira. You can't bring yesterday back, but you can learn from it. You can learn the lessons that have made you what you are today. Now, if you can't even go that deep of understanding chalk magic, noni uraira, negugira ira, siana ikona gia kwehaka, raboro runo, itimo reko. Say tuko AI. 8G, uko 5G, tuko 8G. That is why you have the metaverse. Watu wako 3D world goggles. We bado umekwama pale na itimo. Update everything. Understand that is a virtue and principle that you had. Yako gera irari yako gitira ciana ciaku. Now advance that energy into the age of Aquarius. Know that right now your child should not be in public school. And if they are, you should be investing more to make sure they are on YouTube, trying to catch up in one way, shape or another with the world. Come with your dust, I'll put it in your eyes and kick you away from me. I have the best era. The best era. I know how to use it. Hey, in a dream, me and my husband, we were going to school. Vile, lights are back. Vile, tulifika shule, nguo za habe. Zilikuwa, zimepakwa matope and my hubby started kunishapa, lakini sio mimi nilizishafua. So every time you have a dream where you are in a university, in a learning institution, na vitu kama hizo, that is always a masculine thought because learning is going outside. You are learning. Okay, so that is a masculine thought. You are in a learning environment. You are a place where everything is externalized. Okay? If you're in a shopping mall, you are absorbing, that is feminine, because ni kununua, unanunua, you are bringing within, na vitu kama hizo. As an example, sasa hii ni ya shule. So mko na your husband. Now your husband represents a thought that you can marry to, aka agree to. Okay? So you and your thought were going to school, were in life learning, you are learning, you are in a place where you are being bombarded by external. So you and your thought, so you have a thought that you are agreeing to, ndio maana unaita your husband. You have a thought that you have agreed to, okay? And as you go in life with that thought, trying to add on to that thought, okay, you are getting matope. Matope, remember, ni dirty waters. So you're having dirty thoughts, dirty ideas that you're adding into that, okay? So your thought now, that idea that you had, is even now starting rejecting you. Kwa sababu hiyo, like it's looking at you like you're adding too much emotions into that. You're following. So you are the one who has a very beautiful thought that you have married, agreed to. And as you are going into life, because it's growing, but now what you are doing, you are throwing shade at your thought. You are adding feelings. You are having self-doubt. You are trying to slow it down, and it's dirty waters. You are. In other words, you are tainting your own creation. You are adding things that are not supposed to be used. So it's getting density and weight and coming down. Do you get it? So when unajua ni thought gani uko nao, but I know it resonates with you. So change your mind about that. Have faith, belief, and imagination in your creations always. Because you are fearfully and wonderfully made, venye mnasemanga. So never doubt yourself. Never doubt your creative gifts and talents. Ni sawa? Shout out to Wanja with the red hair. Ati a dream kuvalishwa pete na kimtu kilikuwa na mapete mob kwa event flani. So you have to understand that your fingers represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. Ukitaka unaanzanga hapa juu. So Aries, Taurus, so ina depend kidole gani. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, so depending on where he was putting the ring, that is the witchcraft of the ring, the magic rings, why you even put a ring on this finger. Okay, this one, which has what? Okay, iko na nini? Tumesema Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, 7th house Libra, you becoming your higher self or your lower self, being a god or something. 8 is Scorpio, your lowest animalistic state, your dick and pussy area, your desires. Sagittarius, your thighs, when you feel like you're on holiday, watu wa Christmas, so you have to put a ring on this finger for a wedding, that witchcraft of putting a ring on it. What is a ring? Satan ring, structure, Satan ring, rings around the Satan, the planet that governs you. The 3x3 witchcraft, or the 4x4, which is the Jupiter witchcraft. The 3x3 is the Satan witchcraft, so they put a ring on it. A ring, structure, a discipline, a law, Lord of the Rings, na vitu kama hizo. Now, that is even why you hold keys in a ring, so they don't get lost. Mudaka pole pole. You're talking to humans, okay? I can't help it, but now Jupiter, it's time to open our throat chakra. You know, I can't help it. Let me just go deep a little bit. You know, I like going deep. Having self-conversations. So you see, so that is what it means with that. Where is this question of ring? So a dream kuwa pete na nikimtu kilikuwa na mapepete mob kwa event fulani. So in that event, in that constellation, the 88 constellations, that are very easy dreams. The 88 constellations, aka the 144,000 witnesses, as astrologically speaking, the 88 constellations, the galaxy, the Samsung, where they came up with that galaxy, the word galaxy, the 88 constellation, put in a phone. So galaxy witchcraft on a phone. Then we have iPhone as a symbolism. When you wanajua witchcraft ya symbolism, why you like the galaxy, and why the galaxy walitoa 3 models. Kuna male version, different with the charging cable. Kuna female version and the baby version. but they do everything as a 1, 2, 3. Now, so kindly explain the spiritual benefits of having peacock feathers in your home. You are watching my Google hiyo. Unaona venye umeniambia? Google. Just Google that. The whole question umeniuliza, put on Google. Itakwambia the rights are back. Let me Google for you. Let me make it easy for you. I know you don't like working hard. Trying to reconnect to my Wi-Fi. Imekataa. Hata kama niko na data Wi-Fi. Where is my Wi-Fi? Back to my Wi-Fi. Acha tuulize hiyo swali umeuliza what are the spiritual benefits? You think everything has to be spiritual, Let's ask Google. Maybe Google knows. What are the spiritual benefits of having peacock feathers in your home?
According to Quora, peacocks are considered in Hinduism and it kept at home to ward off negative energies. The features are considered very auspicious as it attract good luck and fortune. It is believed that the financial difficulties get moved and attracts wealth.
So now you know why you only see peacocks in rich men people. It attracts wealth na vitu kama hizo. Si tumekujibu. Na si unataka si mi peke yangu. I went out of my way to make it. You see how easy it is. Sometimes some of those questions you don't need to come to me. You just ask Google. Just ask Google. Google knows. What is this? Cake. Might was come. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you. Maybe some lemon tea would be nice also.
Niambia akupikie black tea.
Black tea, lemon with lemongrass. I got cake. As you know, I have a loving family. So I'm healing. Now my Nyambura becomes a loving family who always take care of me. Let me take a cake to my daddy. That's success. She's like, my daddy is doing the live in the car. Let me just take a cake for him. He needs the sugar. That's success. This is better than your likes. So, spirituality behind walls, sweating inside the bathroom, here the temperature in the room. That is the same thing that happens to your glass when your glass is sweating. If I put hot water in this bottle, niweke mahali kuna kabaridi, you say that the water has condensed. That is what you have been told. The water has been condensed. No. The water has moved through this aluminium. Water exists in many different forms. Water is leaking through this aluminium. Condensation. Mbona ukondensingi damu yako? How comes in the morning you don't find your blood condensed outside your skin, but you sweat? So this bottle is also sweating. Okay? The water inside is hot. The temperature outside is cold. The bottle is sweating. Water is going through the bottle, not condensing. The same way you sweat. Siambiwa ati maneno ya pause. Uko na pause wapi? Ungekuwa unaingia kwa maji unatoka umefura. Pause imeingisha maji. You have pores. You are sweating through pores. You are condensing. You are perspiring. Venye hiki yote inafanya ikuwe na steam. This is the same thing that happens to you. Your skin is an organ. Every ailment and disease that you have is within you, is internal. Nothing comes from external to make you sick. Everything is inside you. That you may breathe kwa hewa. Hewa gani? Hewa gani? You are walking environment by yourself. Bubbles within bubbles inside the water. Sidhani umefikia hapo. Hapana hiyo, acha tuache hiyo. Hiyo. Let's not go too deep. Let's stay surface level. Let's stay up at surface level a little bit. Let's not go deep. Casting pearls to swine. No. Casting pearls to swine. So we don't have any questions. So you can say it's middle of set, mat, balance, time for snacking. That is why they say you're not supposed to eat a heavy meal at night. If I was to practice the ritual, this would be the only food I should be having, this snack. As above, so below. 7th energy, 7th hour, directly opposite where you are in the morning. Set, Seth, Maat, balance, Kemet. Sawa. Nimeletewa keki ndio nakula hapa. I'm eating some cake. White forest or whatever. My fear was mtoto akikuja asianze kuwa health problems. Let me see kama wameuza kitu kingine Aquarius. I may have missed something. Oh, spirituality behind walls, sweating inside the bedroom. Here the temperature in the room are very low. Oh, nimeget. Yeah, so what you do, you should balance the air. AKA, you should make sure that the air inside and the air outside are always almost matching. Okay, are always matching. So if your house is too cold during the day, you open all the windows. Usifunge ati yake kuna baridi nyumba, no, you open the windows so that the warm air outside can flow into your house. You see, nyinyi mkisikia baridi mnasemanga ati kuna baridi, wacha tufunge dirisha. But you're supposed to be balancing the air. Okay, if you don't believe me, enda leo ulale chini ya fan. Wakisha fan, ile fan ya upepo, uengelesha kwa kitanda yache kuzunguka, wewe ujifunike hapo unapigwa na upepo uso, ulale. By the time you wake up in the morning, you'll have a running nose. AKA, you'll have your body trying to match the temperature outside. So you develop a cold. Keyword, cold. You have developed a cold because it was cold. So your body is trying to make you cold to match outside. And the only way to make you cold to match outside is to lose water. When you set, you cool down. So when you get mucus, you tend to cool down. That is why you are shaking. Nipe kokwaki na supu and you are dehydrated so that you can match the temperature. So bama ni lazima uende shule usome hiyo sasa, si ndio? It has to be explained in scientific terms. Oh, it is bilharzia. No. Body temperature disorder. But ukitaka, unajua, I'm a PhD. Inaitangwa homeostasis. The balancing, the maintenance of body internal to external. Iko na jina inaitwa homeostasis. Define homeostasis.
According to Wikipedia, in biology, homeostasis is the state of steady internal physical and chemical conditions maintained by living systems.
Nimekuambia una balance. Silikuwa nataka jina ngumu. Sinikwambia me I don't have to come with titles. I know everything. Itango homeostasis, the balancing of your internal and external. It's just that these people, they go with difficult words to try and explain common sense. Unajua? I'm a PhD. I went to Oxford. How about you come to my channel and you learn everything? I see lazima tukupea at graduation. You already know, you're like, shit, that was so easy to know. Yeah, they make you give them $1 million to go to their school for something you know even when you're 7 years old. Vaa sweta kukiwa na baridi. Now you have to go create a whole pharmacy, a whole industry, on common sense. AKA, they are creating mental illnesses. They are creating artificial mental illnesses that we start believing in. Nikona ADHD. You know, you don't have ADHD. Someone is practicing witchcraft on you. Someone has designed a system whereby no matter how hard you work, they'll keep changing the rules, aka taxes. You always feel like you are getting the short end of the stick. It doesn't matter. No matter how much hard you work, they'll always change the rules. New car taxes, new housing levies, new Okoa Linda Mama. You're always paying for more. They keep changing the rules. So you are always feeling shortchanged. And that now creates those systems you call ADHD, anxiety, mental illnesses. No, these are artificial mental diseases created on purpose. On purpose. Now you start believing you have DHD. Now you start believing you have acadabra. Because now they have even created medicine for it, but the side effects are 50 times stronger than what you... Now you took it for your stomach, now you have arthritis in the eye from the medication as a side effect. Zingine side effect imeandikwa sudden death. Where? You are beautiful people, but they do you bad, but you have to see it. You have to see it. At least when you see the witchcraft, it doesn't affect you as much because you can see it and you're like, so you don't beat yourself so much for it. So hata kama uko kazi uta understand, oh shit, the way everything has been rigged, for me to attain that, I have to go through so much more. So stop beating yourself about it and you pick yourself up, and now you can even walk now with more confidence. And when God sees you in that position where you have faith, belief, and imagination that you can still do it, God's like working with people like that. God doesn't like working with people who pray after the disaster, always crying. Now why are you crying now? We are praying for what? The floods have happened. What are we praying for? For more floods. Tena tuombe. Your own president. Tuombe. Floods have happened. We should be rebuilding. You should be on your knees, president, leading by example. We should be on your knees. Uchafuke. Watu waone president amepiga magoti. He cares for his people. He's feeling the pain. He's gonna fire some people. No. No. I'm going to pray for you. You know I'm the president. I'm going to pray for you. Fungeni macho, I pray for you. I go back to State House. Hey, rescue the people of Mara. I see how the world works. I see how the world works. And I want to be on the side where they send the helicopters. That is true spirituality. I want to be on the side where they send the helicopters to come and rescue me from Interpret's camp. Because I've been there. The heart of the Mara, because I've been there. And I've always flown there. That's my life. That's the kind of life that I want. I don't want a life where people are saying choppers to come and they want to airlift me from one mud pit to another mud pit. I don't want that chopper. That's not my reality. And true spirituality is way of creation and understanding how the world works and manipulating the system. Because the people who are the billionaires are the people who are truly, truly, truly spiritual. When you read their books, their 5 a.m. clubs, always yamuka 5 a.m. for more than a month, but they do. And they have employees who swear, by the time I get there at 5, he's in the office. So they are living the walk, they are living the talk. Akina Elon Musk. But we have the open palm policy where we're expecting someone to come and help us in 2024. With technology and phones and free Wi-Fi, we are still consumers. Yeah, the people who are selling me these phones don't look like me. Their skin color is different, but they're selling me the best phone. They seem to be always ahead. Why are they always selling the best phones? Why are they always selling phones called the Galaxy, the 88 constellations? Why are they selling phones called iPhone? What are these symbols that they are using? Why are these symbols so powerful? What kind of spirituality is this? What kind of this as above, so below are they following? How comes he's talking too much today? and the alignment in the sky is talking too much, even the birds are talking too much today. How comes he knows something? Someone didn't teach me that. Or is this something that I'm supposed to know for myself? How comes the people who are the richest, they talk of power of attraction? How comes the people who have the millions, they are traveling in jets, they are talking of manifestations, NLP programs? Wait a minute. In the beginning was the word, talking is God. How come they are talking the walk? How comes when I look at my people, no one is talking like that? As a collective, how comes these people are talking of the future, trying to launch rockets, and they have 2 children? How come these one are telling me to get 5 children? And yet, they seem to be having their dicks and pussy on the ground with me. So am I listening to the wrong people, or am I missing the boat? Is there something out there greater just for yourself, your own unique individual self, your own gifts and talent that you're not testing for yourself, that are pulling you down? Are you accepting generational curses that are not yours based on skin color or location? But when you look into the world, they don't seem to have a skin thing. They sit in the UN board, different skin colors, Chinese, African, but they seem to be running the world. How comes my president is traveling the private jet, having the latest cars, the same as other presidents? Is that a soul group? That looks like a group of people wanajua kenye wanafanya, hata kama wanatumiwa wengi, but there's something they are doing that is having them rewarded. And when I look at it, it looks like the way they agree to business, the hands they are shaking, entertainment, what they are entertaining, religion, what they are following, education, what they believe in, politics, their multipartyism, single states, democracy, the language they are using, my government. Seems they are following a template that they are doing very well, so they are rewarded. So how about I follow the same template but for myself? You are neither for nor against. Shout out to everyone in the comments. Yeah, so conversations you should be having. Never lose your power of imagination. That is the only thing you have. Imagination. The only thing you have as a spirit is imagination, to create worlds that you can jump into as a spirit and experience them. So when you jump out of them, you have your own template. So you don't beat yourself too much for other things. You know how to participate knowingly. You know when to get in, know when to jump out. Jump in, jump out. It's TikTok. You jump in, before it comes to demonic, you jump out. Or you create something out of it. If you're not careful, you lose your plot. Ambieni Truth Watchdog arudishe channel yake. When he was advising us on security, he has lost his plot. And he's swimming in waters that may carry him if he's not careful. Those waters are too deep. Hizo ni maji za kina Ngugi. Hiyo si dunia mzuri, hiyo ni dunia waishe. When you find yourself talking about death 24/7, it's not what you are saying, it's not what you do, it's how you are doing it. It's not what you are doing, it's how you are doing it. It's not what you say, it's how you are saying it. When you find yourself obsessed with death, saa zote justice for justice, death, you're in a very chaotic world. Because what you think, you become. AKA, become another collateral. Not all attention is good attention. To the watchdog, get back to your security. We used to love you. Ukitufanyia security, milango, gari, car tracks, stima, collaborate with those people. Stop losing your track. Not all attention is good attention. I'm your spiritual father on the streets, and I see sometimes when you are losing it, sometimes I cannot just allow you to lose it. Unaweza lose ukitaka, but at least I'll warn you. I'll tell you, don't go on that route. You are not strong enough for that route you are taking. It's too deep. Nasemanga, still waters run deep. Whenever you start hitting over 1,000 followers watching your life, be careful. Those things are not genuine. You will not be telling people anything that can help their life, and your life ifike 1,000. If ukiona life yako imefika 1,000, ujua hakuna kitu ya maana unaongea. And most of those are bots to drive people to your page to drive a certain narrative. To drive a certain narrative. So as a collective, you start thinking that that could have been the thing. And surely, as a collective, you make that thing happen. So now that becomes a train of thought now. That becomes a new wave whereby we can be having deaths on TikTok. Because now that becomes a new thing. People losing their lives on TikTok. Content creators losing their minds. Again, vile tumesema, hai Munjiro. It's artificial ailments. Shout out to Munjiro, she brought me tea. It's artificial mental illnesses being created. When you see people with mental illnesses screaming on TikTok, being watched by 2,000 people, understand that wewe ukiwa na kichwa mzuri, wewe unaniwatch, unajua vizuri sana ukikutana na huyu mama akipiga nduru pale akisema, "Ai mama, kitu yangu bwana siwezi." Unajua vizuri sana ukimpata kwa soko utajua ni mwenda wazimu. But because it's in your phone, unaona 2,000 people watching pale wakigift, unafikiria ati it's lies. TikTok gifts don't actually come from people. The gifts that come from people are the roses. Easy roses, easy dogo. The big ones come from the machine. They are bots. They are created by bots to drive a certain narrative. Let's make Kenyans gossipers. Watch a TikTok nyako apewe lions. They are not actual lions. They are from the machine to drive a narrative. Let's have them not thinking of how they can change themselves. Watch a tu akuange tu kwa gossip. Na wamuite queen. So we have the whole country in lostness. Other TikToks in other countries, they are wanaonyeshango kulima, how to harvest water, how to survive when you have too much water. Those are the TikToks they see. Hapa TikTok ni ujinga. Ati wanaume wa Kikuyu wanatuambia maneno ya kudinyana. Grown man. Kikuyu language. Te thiso. A grown woman Kikuyu language. Sorry. Imagine that is where you are. As a collective, that's your mind state. Whatever you consume, you become gutter minds. So no one has solutions. No one has cures. Why is my life ended? Why is my life ending? Meanza kureport, Unable to verify. Verify to continue. Unable to verify. So unajua ni mtaacha tu lives. Sinikule kichwa. I don't have to verify myself over 3 times. Can cha nayo. And I'm not telling you not to consume gutter. No. Consume gossip. Gossip is good spiritually. But kipimo for fun. The moment it becomes you are too invested in that, then you lose it. Okay? You see, Africans, because whatever you have been given, you take it and you run away with it. Kama ni religion, you overdo it. Mepewa religion ya one day a Sunday. Wewe unaifanya Monday prayers, Tuesday women, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday mini kesha, Friday kesha, Saturday midday. So everything Africans, you take it and you think you can practice better than mwenye alikupea. Why? Because you have nothing to stand on. So whatever you are given, you think you can now teach mwenye alikupea. Someone na kanisa every day. Monday, fellowship. Tuesday, vitamba. Wednesday, guild guide, singles. Thursday. You even do it more than mwenye alikuletea religion. That's a mental illness. So be careful with what you are consuming. More so that we're in the age. This is normal. What you are seeing on TikTok is not normal. These are experiments. They used to do experiments for with syphilis. That was an experiment. Syphilis was an experiment. They gave people shots for that. They always, every time they do a major experiment, the syphilis experiment, the other experiment where they added more metal, they were adding more metal, just more metal. Usifikirie sana. Stop saying, si wamekuonyesha ni carbon, si walikuambia ni carbon. Walikutolea movie. Sijui kaitwa Carbon Man. They even made you a movie, Carbon something. Let me see. What movie did they show us the nanocarbons? What is the name of that movie? Sasa utaongea. Juu tumeongea maneno ya nano, si ndio? What is the movie where they show us nanoparticles in an actor? Hamutaki hiyo maneno, si ndio? Hawataki. They don't want us to talk about that. The day the earth stood still. Na kuna ingine inaitwa ati coherence. Hizi hata siku nazijua. Kumbe umetoa mingi hivyo. The day the earth stood still, made in 2008. Ni a remake of another movie made in 1951 in the same name. They renew the same energy. So, oh my God, don't spill too much beans. So now, the experiments have altered carbon. Shout out to Mahat, altered carbon. So, they tell you are made of carbon, Moshene 666, bullshit. Then they alter the carbon, the ion, okay? So now they are doing experiments. These wars on TikTok. Yalla. But they're doing that as a psyop for normalizing mental illnesses. Mental illnesses will be allowed. AKA, the same way to na LGBTQT, you will have people allowed to kill people. Na utaambiwa they have a mental condition. Sijui kama mna get where we are going as a world. You know, when they talk of zombies in movies, you think it's not how you think. They come in the image. It's like that, but it's not that. So always understand what that represents. Zombies that follow a sound. Ding. When you kick something, they turn. The only thing they follow is a sound. What is a sound? A frequency. A frequency. Oh my God. So now you're going to have a lot of people with mental illnesses. Then it's going to be normalized. I'm a he, she. I'm a she, they. I identify as whatever they want to identify. So you'll be having people who can kill your children in school, but they are loud. The same way you have men who are now saying they are women allowed in girls' bathroom. AKA, normalize children going to school. Pew pew. Pew pew. That's a demon. That was a demon calling. You're not going to entertain any demon at this hour. So normalize that your child can go to school. Pew pew. Na usipeleke mtu kotini. Kwa nini? He identifies as someone who has a mental issue. Na uwezi sema si hivyo. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu on TikTok there are people being gifted for being mentally sick. AKA hala. My gift, my gift. They are not actual gifts from people with the right minds. Hakuna mtu atakugift kujipaka matope. Hakuna mtu atakugift ukikula pilipili. Hakuna, understand the psyos behind it. It's a psyop to normalize mental illnesses so that now, within a very few days, it is going to be normal to people to identify that they are sick in the head so that they can get away with a lot of bad things. Takuwa unaamka unasikia watoto walichinjwa class mzima. Ana-identifyingi kama mental. It's not even an extension of the sanity plea. It's the legalization of the sanity plea. Let me give you an example. There's a guy that was locked up. He does spirituality in the US the other day. He was locked up. And you know what he was convinced of? Even now we have to be very careful with our language. He was convicted that he claimed he was God, and that was misleading people. So he was put life in jail. Content creator. Imagine. I can Google for you. Usikie what he was put to jail for. What content creator was put in for life for claiming to be God? Where's ujibu watu? Aitwa Christian. His name was what is this content creator? Imagine he was sieni juzi tu amewekwa for life in cell.